Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to be taking a look at the Nitecore TIP, the tip keychain flashlight. This is one of Nitecore's newest keychain type flashlights, and this one's great. It's similar to the tube in that it has a, kind of a flat rectangular form factor to it, but this is a more high-end, um, pretty much fully featured flashlight, and it's relatively inexpensive. I believe it's about 30 bucks, which is incredible for the amount of light you're going to get out of this. And it's typical Nitecore um, fit and finish, so it's pretty good. Haven't had many complaints with the Nitecore products. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at this and go over some of the features, and then later on we'll do some beam shots and see how far this thing can throw. So as you can see, this is the green version of the Nitecore tip. Comes in probably about 5 or 6 different colors. This is the green anodized finish. I believe it's aluminum. However, Nitecore notes that it's metallic. It doesn't really say whether it's aluminum or not, but I'm pretty sure it's anodized aluminum. It's USB rechargeable, just like the Nitecore tube was. Um, it has a few different modes as far as power levels go. It has a low, a medium, and a high, and then a turbo. The turbo is all the way up to 360 lumens, which is just great for such a small light. High is 150, medium is 35, and low, which is awesome, is 1 lumen. On low, it can do 46 hours of light out of this tiny little 500 milliamp battery. So I'll just go through here and show you kind of how the light functions. You have immediate access to both the low and the turbo. So here you have a power button, here you have a mode button. To get to the low mode right from off, you hold down the power for more than 1 second, and that puts you into the 1 lumen kind of moonlight low mode. Turn that off. To get into the turbo, same thing, but use the mode button. And then there you got your full 360 lumens. It does have a memory, so let's say you put it into medium. Let's say you put it into medium, turn it off, turn it back on. It's going to be in medium. Put it into low, turn it off, turn it back on. It's going to be in medium. It has a lockout mode. So say you keep this on your keychain and you're going to be putting it in your pocket or throwing it in and out of a bag, and you're concerned about it maybe hitting a button and turning on. You just hold both buttons down for about 1 second. You'll get a quick flash, and now it's in lockout. So it will not go back on until you do the same thing. Then it goes back on. It has a feature to see the battery level. Click on the mode button, and there you see it blinked red 3 times. That means that it's at almost at full charge. I believe it goes 1 blink for low, 2 blinks for about half battery, and 3 blinks indicate a mostly fully charged flashlight. Nitecore says that this will throw a beam about 74 meters, which is pretty far for a tiny little keychain light. Here you can see the bezel, the reflector in there. You can see it's kind of got the orange peel texture, which is going to help it flood. So it's definitely going to be a floody light. Nitecore says it weighs in at about 0.75 ounces, and it's about 2.5 inches long, just a little bit under 2.5 inches, and almost 1 inch wide, as well as about 1/2 inch thick. But it's definitely small enough to fit on your keychain and not look ridiculous. So it's also got back here a little place to put a keyring, which Nitecore points out that it can withstand 66 pounds of pull force, which is entirely pointless and useless information to me, unless you're going to be holding your keys, 67 pounds of keys by the flashlight. I don't see it being an issue, but I guess that's an interesting fact to note. As I said, it is micro USB rechargeable. Let me compare it real quick to the Nitecore tube. You can see a fairly similar size. The tip is a little bit longer and quite a bit thicker. But again, that's because you have a lot more features packed into this, not to mention a much larger battery, which is needed to power the larger LED and give it the throw that this thing claims to have. It is quite a bit heavier than the tube. Still, it's very light. And as a flashlight for your keychain, I think this is an excellent product, just by the form factor and the styling of it. So now let's go take a look at how this thing throws. So here's just a quick look indoors to give you an idea of the beam pattern on this thing. I'm about 5 feet away from the wall, and this is what low looks like, medium, high, turbo. And the camera seems to be kind of washing it all out, but it does get exponentially brighter each level it goes up. So now we'll go outside and take a look at how it does out there. So here now I'm outside on my porch, and I'm going to give you a look at how this thing throws. This is going to be a look at the close railing on the porch using the low. And it doesn't really appear that my camera's able to pick that up. It definitely does illuminate though. I can even see out to probably about 20-30 feet. So we'll go to medium. Here I can see a good amount of throw, and the beam pattern is very wide. It's not concentrated at all in the center. Extremely wide pattern. Here's a tree that's right there. Can't really see on the camera, but you can definitely see it in real life. So we'll go to high. See a little bit more clarity there on the camera. Everything in front of me is pretty much fully illuminated out past my truck there. Probably about 100 feet easily I can see, and it covers pretty much the entirety of the trees going up to the top of the leaves. Here's a look at the tree that's right next to me. And now we'll go to turbo. So definitely ramped it up. Just a much more clear image there on the camera, obviously, but in real life it definitely got a lot brighter. Just look at that same tree. And out there you can very clearly see my truck in real life, and probably about another 70 feet past it, as well as the whole tree. Trying to get it to focus a little bit better. The iPhone's having a tough time picking up the light. Definitely very bright though, much more than you would come to expect with you know, a typical keychain light. Just having it on turbo for this short of a time, it's getting very warm. Nitecore does have a thermal safety on it, where if it gets to a certain temperature it will automatically shut off, so you don't have to worry about burning out the LED or the circuit board or anything like that. So all in all, guys, this is a great light for the $30-something you're going to pay for it. I highly recommend you pick one up. It's definitely not going to be a bad investment, and it's going to be a great, useful tool for you if you ever get into a situation where you need some instant light and all you have is your keys. This is going to be a great thing for you to have in an emergency situation, and just for an everyday carry type situation where you're just going to want to have a good flashlight but not necessarily carry around a dedicated flashlight in your pocket. This is a great product. I highly recommend that you get it. If you want to check it out, I will have a link down in the description to Amazon where you can just go and check it out. But I thank you guys for watching and stay tuned.